Hi there, my name's Emily and I'm here to help you with your learning of English tenses. Now today we look at the present simple tense. Another name for simple tenses is the indefinite tenses. From the name of these tenses, simple or indefinite, we understand that present simple tense should be used when we speak about simple actions that are happening in an indefinite moment of time in the present. We've already understood that the speaker uses the appropriate tense to show exactly how he or she sees the action of the verb. From my point of view, the best way to understand particular English tenses is to learn only two things. Number one, the common situations when appropriate tense is used, and number two, how particular tense is formed. Well, let's look at the cases when present simple tense is usually used. When talking about well-known facts, this is easy, and I will now give you some examples. The sun rises in the east. My car is red. Water freezes at 0 Celsius degrees. I work for a building company. Present simple tense is used when talking about habits, regular or repeated actions. For example, I visit the gym twice a week. My wife usually goes to her office on foot. Every year my family and I go to a sea resort. Please note, in this case you can find the words like usually, often, always, every day, once or twice a day, a week, and so on. Present simple tense is used when talking about a schedule, even if it's in the future. For example, the ferry to London leaves every hour. I visit my parents next Sunday. The lesson starts at 9 AM tomorrow. Only 3 examples here, but they are good ones to remember, and I strongly recommend you to memorise these cases by heart. Next, what we should learn is how the present simple tenses are formed. It is easy. Positive sentence is formed upon the formula subject plus verb plus other parts. Obviously, the verb is used in the present form when we speak about the present. For example, they go to the stadium every weekend. Note that when the verb is in the present third person singular, example he, she, it, we add s or s. Do you hear the s? He plays football on the weekends. The meeting starts at 9 AM. Let's now look at how question and negative sentence are formed. For present question and negative sentences, the following auxiliary verbs are used: do and does for third person singular. Note that if the verb is in the third person singular, we do not add s or s in question and negative sentences. So let's look at the sentence. She visits the exhibition. We use the s with the verb, but we don't use the s when using auxiliary verb in the question. Does she visit the exhibition? Does this make sense? For question form, we put the auxiliary verb in the beginning of the sentence before the subject. As for negative form, we use do, does, when the particle not. She does not visit the exhibition. I do not want to go to the restaurant. Well done, that's excellent. Now next up, When we want to talk about your usual actions, about what you do regularly, so your habits, about how you usually behave or what you prefer, we should use the present simple tense. Now, I would recommend you to practice present simple tenses by commenting on actions in everyday life. In other words, describe aloud the usual actions that you do or you see other people do. Here's an example. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. She always walks at the weekends. My son plays basketball at school. She often makes mistakes. I like to watch TV in the evenings. He doesn't go with us. Now please feel free to rewind this video as many times as you need to memorise when the present simple tenses are used. And also please use the book Usage of English Tenses to learn them in a simple and easy way. The book will help you to learn all about each of the English tenses. And finally, remember those proverbs. They are, as we know, extremely instructive. Much is expected where much is given. And most importantly, we remember that practice makes perfect. I'll see you all very, very soon. Good luck, everyone.